Good morning, everybody. It is Tuesday, Talk Tuesday. We're here at the Straight Road. Weather is pretty good. Lots of traffic today, apparently. The mosquitoes are out in force. So it is the time for bug spray, which makes me sad, but here we are. For all those who always question why I love winter, it's because all the bugs are dead. Anyways, okay, so we're here. For those who like a head count, 9 today, small group. We've got Tucker and Maggie out front, Cosmo, my dog, Kronk, Newton, good boy, Phoebe, Hamish, Bailey, and Nova, who should be in front, miss. Thank you. And I thought I'd do a different perspective. So we're halfway through walk. I've turned around. We might go on a little side tour because Phoebe wanted to. She asked on the way up and I told her on the way back. So there's a little stretch of green off to the side that, like, if we see someone coming down the path or whatever, I'll take them off onto that, just to give lots of distance. And it's funny because Phoebe now asks every time we're here to go down that stretch. There must be something good smelling or something in front. Nova Bean. She's like, nothing. I'm up to nothing. You don't know. Yeah, that's our day today. I'm a little bit pokey because I have a new boarder in and I wasn't allowed much sleep last night. We're in the midst of crate training. She's not too enthusiastic about it. She's very determined to let me know, which, you know, that's fair. Oh, you did. Sorry. Splooshed me with swamp water. Yeah, so I wanted to talk today about dog intros, and it's a good opportunity because, like, the boarder I have right now, she has special needs, and so when I have a special needs boarder, or even any boarder that I haven't had before, I always take things really, really slow with them. The things that I can, like crate training, unfortunately, most of the time I have to do quick and dirty because there's no option. Like, it's if I don't have eyes on the dog is in a kennel, which means when I'm sleeping and my eyes are closed, they're in a kennel, and that just has to be a thing. And that's purely for safety reasons. Maggie, whatever it is now. Thank you. Nova in front. Good girl. Yeah, you too. I see you. Phoebe in front, please. Thank you. Sorry, that's something I teach all pack dogs, is to go in front of me, because then I can keep an eye on what they're up to a lot better. Anyways, so even though we've had her since Sunday, her and Kronk haven't actually met. So they have existed in the same space. This is why I say I tend to go slow. Oh. Zoomies. It's another bonus of doing this a bit later in the walk, as you see some of the shenanigans that happen. Oh, poor Hamish. Oh my Tucker. Rotten child. Yeah, I'm sure you're pleased with yourself. This is why we have extra towels in the car. Yeah, get out of here, crazy girl. Kronk! Absolute no. Oh boy. So Kronk is still not the biggest fan of Newton. You can see how he kind of like keys into him. So I make sure, Kronk out! Good. Good boy. To keep him out of any sort of rambunctious play where things could get out of control really quickly. That being said, one day I will let him but only when his body language shifts. Right now, it's still too intense for me to trust that they would play nicely together. Oh, Sir Blackfeet. Really, Hamish? We've been doing so well all week. Well, you're going to have to rinse off and you're not going to like it. Okay, go. It's funny, he's totally happy to get in the mud, but ask him to get into clean water to rinse off his feet, and he's like, no, I shall not. How dare you? At least he didn't put his face in it this time. I mean, you can go in there, Mish Mish. He's like, no, I want to eat Newton. So this patch of water, this is basically what it's for. Hey, Mish, nicely or not at all? Good Lord. There are a couple patches of good water that, especially if they're black, like Tucker, I send them into before we get to the car. That's one of them. And that one, as you saw, is a circle. So a lot of them do donuts. Kronk! I see that tail. Good boy. Yeah, okay, we can do treat for that. Oh, great. I've picked up some mosquito friends. Go. Very excited for that. Okay, we'll see. If Phoebe asks again, we will do a tour. Otherwise, we will head back to the car. She has forgotten. So when I say asks, she will go out in like this direction where she wants to go, and she will just stand there and look back at me. And that's her ask. Oh, maybe? No, we're good. Okay. I'll try to get it on film another time. But it's important to pay attention to like cues like that from the dogs. Nova in front. Because like if it's something easy enough, like going a different way, if it makes them happy, then fine. Newton! Hard no. Good boy. Oh, we've got some goldfinches. I gotta tell you guys, it's a really nice walk today. So earlier, I don't know if you can hear him. He's a little goldfinch singing away. But like we stood right here, and in the woods over there, you could hear a bunch of different birds just singing away. Anyway, okay, so sorry, slow introduction. So I am gonna film that separately. So don't be alarmed that we're at minute 8 and I still haven't said any training tips. But Kronk and her have not met. They have existed in the same space, and that's keeping it slow. And you're like, Ashley, why are you keeping it slow? Like, why not just take them both off leash and whatever will be, will be. And that, my friends, is because it is way easier to start with good foundations than it is to train out of a learned behavior. And anyone who struggles with on-leash reactivity or just poor leash manners in general, or any bad habits that your dog has formed, it's so much harder, not impossible, but it is harder to train a developed behavior as opposed to starting with good foundations. So if I have the opportunity, and I do, she's with us for, I think, 15 days. I've got lots of time to build this. I want to make sure that she's successful and Kronk is successful. So, they obviously, like, they eat somewhat together. They're kenneled when they eat, just to keep everybody out of everybody's business. But they eat next to each other. Cosmo, that's enough. Oh, Kronk, little cannonball. Good boy. Yeah, well, that's why it's enough. Do you have black feet? No. Grayish feet. That's fine. Carry on. Okay, hold on. Let me just check. Yeah, I didn't think you had anything left. All right. So I will film that either today or tomorrow, is how we will start off the greetings. And this is something you can do. Cosmo! Not sneaky! Oh my God, Newton. Oh my God. Okay. And I really want to share with you a really great way to sort of ensure a more successful meeting with dogs that your dog has not met before. And I see a lot of people either greeting on leash, which is no, please stop doing that, everyone. I will say, like, I took my boarders and Kronk to the Tulip Festival and 613 Flea over the weekend. I posted photos of that. And I was really impressed with most of the people there with their greetings, which was there were none. We both just pulled our dogs into a heel. There was no interaction and you just walk on by. That is how it should be. And that is how you get no leash reactivity, is functioning like that as a whole, as a society. Obviously there are people who don't. Like that is the one that we ran into at 613 Flea that I wasn't impressed with, but I say 1 out of a 7-kilometer walk plus an hour spent at a flea market is pretty good. And the guy wasn't quote unquote bad. He just was not smart. And yeah, it was really awesome. And we got tons of compliments on our dogs. And it was all just because they were walking at a nice calm heel. And it's how you create a dog too that you can bring like anywhere. Oh my God, we're almost at 12 minutes. YouTube is going to be so mad at me. Okay. Friends. Hi. Yeah, we're going this way. Good talk. Okay. All that to say, I will do a video of like those slow intro greetings and show you step by step as I can. Part of the issue with it is I need an actual film person to show you, because I just don't have enough hands, and like it's not like I can clip it to my hat or something. So you'll have to put up with Evan, videographer, which I'm going to apologize for in advance. But here we are. Good girl, Phoebes. And yeah, so look out for that. And if you have any questions about it in the meantime, you guys know what to do. I hope you guys are having a great day and at least as much fun as Newton is. And we'll talk to you soon. Cheers.